I was so afraid he was going to die this episode. So, episode 11 of My Hero Academia Season 3 was beyond anything I could have expected. It was so far beyond my expectations. It was amazing. I was so worried that All Might was going to get killed in this episode because of just everything they've been bringing up of, like, they start the episode off with, like, here's his origin story. You know, nothing weird about that. It's his origin. But I genuinely thought they were going to kill him off, and thankfully they didn't. But the fight was just insane. He used the rest of his powers with One For All. He used all of his power remaining to finally defeat All For One. But it took a toll. It was weird to see, like, the damage that Deku had been experiencing throughout the series affecting All Might as well. Like, he actually had a lot of damage because of the similar kind of things where, like, the punch he used with One For All, with All For One using Impact Nullification, just like ruining All Might's arm, and it was just insane to see. Plus, All For One used this really disgusting, like, quirk combination with his one arm to just make this gigantic mass thing. And it was interesting to see, like, some of the abilities, I think, were what he used in the Namu. Like, he takes the powers and I guess gives them to the Namu, I guess is how it kind of works. Because the one Namu had impact resistance or shock resistance, not nullification, which is what he used with All Might. But during the fight, like, we see at one point, the shockwaves that All For One had been using were just to wear All Might out, just to keep bashing him until he had no more powers, like, no more power left to fight, or at least so he thought. And so, as a result, All Might's form was revealed to everybody. Everybody saw what All Might truly looked like. This, worn out, scrawny skeleton of a person. But he continued to fight by shifting power from his right to his left, and fighting that way. Oh, man. And we also found out that Shigaraki Tomoru was actually Nana, All Might's predecessor. He was her grandson. So that, oh god, and he All For One did that solely to try to break All Might, and it had a pretty huge effect on him in that regard. He almost lost, like, he damn near lost it. And then we see one person who needed help calling for help. We see all this stuff about, like, All Might's origins and how Toshinori thought that, the reason why crime hadn't gone down back then was because the world didn't have a symbol of peace to stand on. To rely on, and so he wanted to be that symbol of peace. And I so thought that, like, all this origin stuff was going to be like, here's his origin, his final fight, he died, but he didn't die. He was able to take, with the last bit of All For One, with the last bit of One For All, I keep getting those mixed up. With the last bit of One For All, he took the remaining power that he had and took out All For One. Took out All For One with a final United States of Smash Punch, which was amazing to see. This just huge, like, damn near tornado of power from just that one final punch to take him out. It was insane. And with that punch, he bid farewell to One For All and used the last of his powers. And after the fight was over, All Might stood and went one last time in his full muscular form with an arm raised that he won. He has now finished the fight that nobody else was able to finish, and has hopefully brought back some peace. Holy crap. That last bit. And I love how Gran Torino is just like, he's still working. This is the last job of the symbol of peace. And I guess he's retiring after this. He can't fight anymore because he's used up all the remaining power he had from One For All. So yeah, I guess we'll see what's gonna happen next episode because he's not dead, so we get to see, I guess, the recovery and what's gonna happen now with his training, with him training Deku. But the last thing that we saw, which almost made me cry, was All Might pointing at the camera and saying "next," which people kind of thought was, you know, you're next for any villains, but Deku, you know, took it as you're next. You are the next symbol of peace. What an episode, guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little mini review. Check out the link in the description to watch the reaction. And I'll see you all in the next video. Make sure to be there. Leave a comment letting me know what you guys think. Obviously, like and subscribe and all that. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Make sure to be there and have a good one.